This first activity that I'm going to demonstrate is an activity called rhyming pairs. It is for kindergartners to help them kind of understand which words do rhyme and how they go together. So the way that this activity would work, I have it pulled up on my iPad just so I can kind of show you, but the way it would work is like this. All right, friends, we are going to decide if these words rhyme, okay? We are going to start. If the two words sound like they rhyme, how do we listen for a rhyming sound? At the end, if the ending sounds the same, that's rhyming. Good job. So if they do rhyme and they do sound the same, we're going to put a check mark. Everybody say check mark. Perfect. And if they don't rhyme, we're going to go X because that's not right. So let's practice. Cat, bat. Cat, bat. Do those two rhyme? Yes. What sound rhymes? At. Good job. Good job. The next one that I would do would be one for syllables. The way I would do this would be with the clapping method. I find that it works best. And just like my job right now, I find that it does work best. So I would use a little handout kind of like this that has it broke up into the syllables. So ba-na-na. But while looking at this, I would have students, we're going to go ba-na-na. All right, friends, we are going to count. Let's count how many syllables are in watermelon. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's try and do them ourselves. Watermelon. Did we get them right? Let's look. Watermelon. Good job. We found all 4 syllables in the word watermelon. Perfect. That would work for kindergartners or first graders really, but mostly kindergarten age level. The next activity I have, it doesn't really have a name. From the research that I didn't really find the activity. I like this activity, but it's not really got a name. It is an activity that would take a little bit of working to make, depending on how strenuous you would want this to be for your students. So this was one that could be used for kindergarten or first grade levels. All right, friends, we're going to change around our first sound so that we can hear that sometimes sounds rhyme but have a different first letter and they mean really different things, right? All right, so if we use an R, it's going to go at, rat. And I don't like rats. Do you like rats? I don't. I'm not a fan. But if we put an S in front of the at sound, it's going to say sat, like you sat at your desk today. Thank you for sitting at your desk today. That's how I would use that one. The next activity I have is one that uses sentence segmentation and kind of shows students how to do that. I personally would use this for like a first or second grade level or even late kindergarten. So this activity also did not have a name, but it's just really working on sentence segmentation, so you could name it anything. All right, friends, let's look at our sentence, and we're going to color in our dots as we go. And we're going to color in a dot for every word that's in here. Okay, you ready? The cat is big. Can we do that again and count on our fingers? The cat is big. Did you count 4 words? That's how many I counted. Perfect. So we're going to color in 4 dots because that's how many words are in that sentence. And that's how I would teach my students to break those down. And then my last activity would be involving alliteration. This could be used in kindergarten, first, or even early second grade. Hey friends, here's what we're going to do on this activity. So in each little rectangle, we are going to circle. There's 3 pictures in each rectangle, but we are going to circle the 2 that have the same first sound. So let's do the middle one together. Let's do this one together. I like that one. Pumpkin, ice cream, or iron. Pumpkin, ice cream, iron. Does pumpkin and ice cream start with the same letter? No. Does ice cream and iron start with the same letter? Yes. So which two would I circle? Ice cream and iron. Good job. So these all kind of come together. All of these activities come together to help demonstrate different parts of overall phonological awareness, because you have to have rhyming, you have to have syllables, you have to have that onset rhyme, you have to have sentence segmentation and alliteration to all kind of come together and work as a whole of phonological awareness. So I think that if we as educators can break these down and work individually, it would just best support our students in how we can teach them, and then if they do struggle, we can narrow it down just a little bit easier.